Hello, YouTube. I wanted to take a moment and revisit a movie I really loved as a kid, FernGully, The Last Rainforest. I have a lot of personal reasons for loving this film, one of which was the fact that the lead character's name was one letter off from my own, and she and I shared a self-inflicted overbite issue. This was one of the many environmental propaganda animations for kids that came out in the early 90s.
Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop. We can close the loop.
These were so prevalent that I almost didn't notice it in FernGully. Yeah, it's all over the movie, but it was so ingrained in me at that point that I didn't even realize it was happening. FernGully is the story of a fairy named Krista who tries to save the rainforest from a pollution monster named Hexus. She finds an unlikely ally in a human named Zach, who encompasses every single stereotype of the 90s.
Bodacious, bad, tubular. You are one bodacious babe.
And that's good.
Zach is a logger who unwittingly contributed to the release of Hexus. Krista accidentally shrinks him to fairy size, and in his time with the fairies and the creatures of the rainforest, he gets a crush on Krista and realizes that he's been destroying the rainforest with his evil machines.
I fell in love with the forest, and with the Kaya people, with you. With you.
I trusted you.
Anyway, I recently rewatched it for the first time in almost 20 years, and I noticed some things that really slid past me as a kid. It was still really pretty to look at, which is something that's always drawn me to it. I can see why it's been mistaken for a Don Bluth film, as some of the images have a distinct Bluth look. And this was around the time Don Bluth was starting to peak in his own golden age. And like Bluth's Secret of Nim, FernGully touches on the subject of animal testing, albeit in a much lighter way than Nim, with the character Batty Coda.
And abused me, battered and bruised me, red wires, green wires, stuck 'em right through me. So hear my Betty word and exercise a little prudence when dealing with humans.
Humans?
Where?
So yeah, let's talk about Batty for a moment. He is voiced by the late, great Robin Williams, who does a really bad Robin Williams impression.
Oh, I'm a nocturnal placental flying mammal, a member of the family of Pterodiddae, or Pterodidnae. If you can't tell, I'm a bat! Yes, I am. And they used to call me Batty, Batty Coda. Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
Batty is the sort of character we saw a lot in kids' movies during that time, which was the animal sidekick on crack.
Ed. I'd give her a ha, then a hi-ya, and then a woo-ah, and I'd kick her, sir.
Then there's Hexus. The character explains so much about where my sensibilities would end up.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Let's do a quick compare-contrast, shall we?
Hit me one time. Hit me twice. Show you a rhyme, maybe play you a sign. You look like you're both pretty groovy. Go! Ah! Oh!
That's rather nice.
Oil and grime, poison sludge, diesel clouds and noxious muck. Slime beneath me, slime up above. Ooh, you love my toxic love.
And it's not just the fact that Tim Curry voices Hexus, although I'm sure that was on purpose. The song, the animation, the whole thing is way sexy for a kids' movie. At the same time, it's really creepy and dark, again, very Don Bluth-like. Can you imagine, though, if, say, a Captain Planet character was that sexually depraved?
Isn't it time you did what you want to do? Coal to create lots of dirty smoke.
Well, I stand corrected.
Basic inclination, a very primal need. If I'm gonna eat somebody,
it might as well be you.
The winds of change make
So, final thoughts. FernGully is a pretty looking film, and it was one of the first films I remember seeing with a female protagonist who wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty. However, the cheesy heavy handedness,
Can't you feel its pain?
the weird undertones, and the annoying side characters keep this one from standing the test of time.
Did you know over 10,000 acres of rainforest are bulldozed every year?
That's right, and over 30% of the world's... My name's Kelly. Woo, woo. Lemmy? Woo, woo. Johnny? Woo! Oh.
God, dude, look how dirty and crappy everything is.
Eric, Costa Rica is a third world country. These people are much poorer than those in the U.S.
Well, why the hell don't they get jobs? Hey, why don't you people quit slacking off and get a job? What's wrong with you? Go to college.
Eric, sit down!
Hey, look at the prostitutes, you guys.
Here. Can't you feel its pain?
Holy shit!